Hi guys, welcome to today's video. We'll be continuing our alternate Future of the World series. We are far into Season 2. Why Season 2 have space colonization? Now we're into robots coming? I don't even know anymore. I think I'm just gone to like the almost 2200. So, it's way different now. With the robots and the people of China deciding they want an empire. How are robots and people getting along? I feel like this may end in a civil war, with them declaring war on many mountain nations in Oceania. Not Oceania, in the Indian subcontinent. And Sri Lanka joins. Why does Sri Lanka join? I don't know. And Bangladesh joins, as they view that China is coming for them all. And the rest of the world just watches in terror, as there's somehow enough robots to cut them in half right here. And they are marching through Bhutan like there's no tomorrow. And they march through Yunnan. They're marching into Tibet. They go on this side of the wall. While geographically China's taller than India. And well, as the robots have fierce success, it's surprising when India pushes them back. Some of the robot generals in India are pushing back. And India does not have robots in charge. It's just China. After a civil war ended, the Republic forces were taken out by the Republic robots, who believe in equality between robots and people. With India's small counter-offensive going to fail, as Tibet is about to fall. But India doesn't give up yet. They try to push back and recapture Bangladesh, which goes well. But the only way you can push back robots is with human wave tactics, which human wave tactics I don't think would be a popular tactic to use, guys. Honestly, do you really think just sending countless lives for the point of taking a tiny bit of land is worth it? I don't. But making this kind of video, well, it doesn't seem the same. And Nepal gets pushed in. It's a good thing this series isn't our actual future. Like, this would be the worst if it was. And so, yeah. And well, they cut India in two again. India's weakened, with Iran being sent an ultimatum from the Republic of China's forces, which are the robot forces, to invade India and get some of their old lands back. And they can't pass this opportunity. And then they say, when Turkey says, "Why are you doing this?" "We are defending our territorial sovereignty of 2023. But that's like 200 years ago. And there was not robots then. And then they say, do you really think you can last long when almost 2 billion people can't even push China back? Fine, it's probably not 2 billion, it's probably 1.6 because of all the death. Or maybe, since there's a lot of war in this series, guys, the population grew faster. Who knows? But usually when wars happen, populations don't grow. India likely would have more people, but I don't know with what the events of this series. But wars are still happening. There has to be loads of people. War keeps on happening. With Turkey pretty unstable, there's nothing they can really do. And let's shift over to Chad, who ends up in a sticky situation as they get war declared on. As the green team launches an offensive. What's the green team? Fine. As Chad ends up on its own again. Pretty sad. But Chad is falling apart, and there's nothing Turkey can do. And they form a coalition with Chad. That's not Chad, that's Cameroon and Central African Republic. I don't know why I just said Chad, but it was a mistake, keep in mind. Before you end up going to the comments and saying you can't even pronounce Cameroon right. Yeah, exactly. How funny would that be if somebody actually commented that? And well, the Central African Republic and Sudan kicks them back. It was a shocker at this advance. And Egypt even then joins this coalition. And they launch Operation Liberate Libya, take away the north coast of the Chadian Empire. And well, Turkey is not happy, is not a happy camper at this point. And well, it's robot democracy, robot human democracy versus democracy. A lot of countries are turning on robots. As the West African Union pushes further in, the plan is to take back what used to be theirs, what they want, and then they're going to go to liberate Libya and Nigeria. But the rest of Nigeria's land's falling as they hear this plan. And well, with Chad falling on 3 fronts, it's not going to last much longer. And let's go back to China's front. The China-India front, which I'll have to clean up. Because there has been so much war and border changes that there's dots all over it. Yep, of just map pieces left. With them landing in Sri Lanka. Fine, they walked to Sri Lanka. Ask me how? I don't know. Fine, they walked underwater, because they can go underwater, on land, in the air. They can do everything. Yep. I guess you got more description of what the robots are capable of doing. Yeah, they're basically superhumans, too. And then people who are cyborgs are just all moving to China in flocks. Why? Because if you decide to be a cyborg, you're pretty much kicked out, because a lot of countries think you are on their side and going to destroy the world. But before that treaty can happen to the robotic war, well, this war continues. And why are we going to finish this war first if we could go to the treaty? Because, well, Chad's war needs to finish. We need freedom, guys. Yep, we need Chad to be what's it called? Non-unified first. We need them unimperialized. Yep, nobody wants imperialism. Cough, cough. They're all trying to take land, yet they're saying they're de-imperializing. How's it de-imperializing to take land? Ask me how. I don't even understand. And now 2 treaties are signed. So we'll go through the Treaty of Beijing, then we'll go through the Treaty of Cairo, because the Treaty of Beijing actually happened first. They annexed half of the Indian subcontinent and left the other half as a puppet. And now they're going to form an alliance. This alliance will be known to ourselves as the Beijing Alliance. Why are they this color? That was a mistake. That's their color. See? Just off from the blue. And then this is what the puppet is. This is for humans and robots to live in peace. But will they always live in peace? No one knows. And now we will see this treaty, which looks pretty simple. As Nigeria will become independent, everybody shall gain back their lands, Libya will become independent, and then they say it was the war of de-imperializing. Explain to me how de-imperializing is imperializing yourself. Now, explain that in the Treaty of Cairo. And so in the Treaty of Cairo, Libya got independence, Chad and Nigeria. The Mali Empire expanded. Chad got Cameroon got old territories back. Why am I calling you Chad? Like Chad, Cameroon, Chad, Cameroon, Chad, Cameroon. Central African Republic. C, so many C's. And Egypt gained back old territory. Sudan gained back most of Darfur. And so now the biggest event of this video. After Poland meets with its allies, including Brazil, they say, our best bet is to expand. And they say to the robots, can you help us? The robots say, no, we'll stay neutral. Well, officially they're neutral, but will they stay neutral? Imagine if Sweden was not neutral. Oh, wait, they're not neutral.
Oh.
Anymore. See? Fine, they're technically still neutral. They haven't joined NATO yet. They're not like Finland. Finland's pretty cool, actually. Who doesn't like Finland? If you don't like Finland, well, that's sad. With the Polish invasion of Russia going to a success, Poland shall never be conquered again, they state. And they're invading Russia. They say Russia is an oppressor. Hungary decides to join them, while Serbia joins Russia, while Albania joins Poland. Yeah, see? Well, Turkey just lost its alliance, but still really strong. And Greece joins. Okay, this war has just escalated. I didn't think it would escalate. Fine, in my intentions, I didn't think it would escalate, but you know, mapping never works the same as it should. You can't plan it. I don't plan it. I just know what will happen. Like, I come up with a major event, and then I make a thumbnail, and then I make a video. With Bulgaria on a tough choice. Join their friends, get lands from Serbia, because they're hungry for land, but then they lose out. They don't want to attack Albania, because Albania, they have been friendly to most of this series. And then we have Turkey, who is the wild card, who decides to join. Azerbaijan joins. Iran ends up in this war. Okay. Argentina ends up in this war. Peru, Bolivia ends up in the war. Chile ends up getting in this war. Okay. A Polish war of dominance has spread across the world. But will they win? Can Poland win? With Greece falling within days, Bulgaria chooses their best bet is to get probably kicked out. In the fact that they get land. So they said land over friends, I guess. Land over strong allies. Because I know Poland's a really strong ally. With them swooping in, along with Hungary who swooped in. And then, well, Greece falls quickly. Turkey does worse than expectation. As they actually get invaded, guys. But this was purposeful. They said defending all of this land is probably useless, as they can just take it back at the end. So Saudi Arabia advances to here. But their true intention has nothing to do with that. And so, this is where the main fighting in this front. The Polish War of Dominance is just the Polish War of Dominance. It's the actual war. Because Poland is trying to show dominance. With them taking Volgorod. Why would they go to Volgorod when they could have cut it off anywhere else? I don't even know. With them moving into the Caucasus Mountains. But they give up after there. With their northern campaign now started, they managed to swoop land like there's no tomorrow. But the Polish War of Dominance against with Russia goes a step forwards, as Russia decides they want to have an open conflict with Poland in space. But not all nations want to. Some nations say, we don't want to fight in space. But Poland says to Russia, we're ready to fight you in space. Turkey says, we can fight you in space. Iran says, well, do we have to fight in space? Okay. As Azerbaijan moves in. And well, who is going to fight in space? Happening in space. As Polish forces and Russian forces aren't going to be fighting on Mars, but Poland just invaded Russia in space. And, well, they say that's what you get for invading us in the past. Because they've invaded twice up there. And you know what else has fallen? This. As they came up from there and moved north. And then they took it out. And, well, the Chilean campaign into Bolivia, Peru, goes really successful. As Brazil decides our best bet is to knock them out in this continent and go to the other continent and help Poland out. And, well, this is a big victory as Bolivia collapses and capitulates quickly. With Brazil saying I can take their capital quick. With them actually doing it. With Paraguay saying, can we get strong too? And Brazil says, why not? With Chile saying, I want some land. And Patagonia says, can I get some land? Really? You guys are all teaming up because Argentina didn't surrender? With Argentina surrendering. But this war may seem like it's not going as well as it was anticipated. But Russia and Japan don't go to war because Japan says, yeah, but our border dispute is kind of just a joke. They'll never know. But I'm not joining this war because robots will have me taken out in days. Well, Russia's saying, don't be so crazy. They don't move that fast. Okay, let's see, Russia. Let's just see, Russia. How fast do you really think the robots will advance? Like, how fast? 50? No, 10. With it being cold, so the robots don't move as fast. But this is pretty fast, if you ask me. Is this fast, guys, to advance the military into the middle of nowhere? As they move north of Japan and say, Japan, how's it going? And well, they move around Afghanistan saying, yeah, you're fine. And well, with Poland's war of domination going all for them. Tehran is about to fall, which they do. Arabia is going to leave the war because they say we don't want to die for a good reputation. They don't. Well, and then something bad happens as Moscow falls. As the robots in just a week took all of us. As they are moving much faster than Poland, who starts moving just as fast when it's about to fall. And so it's all partitioned and split up into different lands. Russia and Greece and basically Mongolia were all partitioned. India subcontinent state was basically annexed into the robot state. Serbia and Bosnia was made into countries after the partition of Yugoslavia. And now let's go to the partition of South America. Change has happened as South America has gained significant land. Paraguay gained significant land. Rio de la Plata has coming back. Patagonia got bigger. And Chile is getting longer. Yep, long Chile is coming. It's official. I don't even know anymore. And well, as this has shown, if this is truly their capabilities, if Russia wasn't just a paper tiger, then this country could take over the world with ease. Probably 6 months at best. If they wanted to attack everybody, chances are they'd use their allies. But what'd they do after? Turn on them. You know, their plan is really scary. It's to take over the full world. Force humans off Earth. Which is crazy. Actually, it's not force humans off Earth, but it's... Their idea is the world needs to be 50%, 33%, about 33% robot, 33% human, and 33% cyborg needs to rule the world. Why do they think that? Because that's what they think. And Poland basically did this. They're going to annex this, and well, and so with their annexation in space, you just need to get rid of the two Rush, so I'll delete those both. Why would I delete them? So that, well, there's not Russia labeled on Polish territory. And why would that be significant? Because it's Polish territory. And now let's look for all the countries that were involved in this war in space and color them in the appropriate color. And Yugoslavia has escaped to space, as many nations are being forced to space, as humans and robots are trying to coexist. But if corruption could somehow manage to get by, we might be in a crisis and the world might have to stop them. Think of it. If a corrupt robot got in power, what could happen? They might give them what all they have. Whereas China probably wants to stop them. The EAF is dead, but still alive in space. So, I mean, they're not that dead if they're still in space, right, guys? You can't be that dead if you're still alive. I mean, I guess, kind of. It doesn't make any sense. I don't even know. And so, Russia's Mars colony was actually annexed by Poland in the treaty. They show Russia no fair, and they don't really actually care what happens to Russia. It shows. But they do not want to be conquered again. As a plan of the robots is to form a free world. They want the world to be free. They actually aren't trying to hurt people. As in other series, they have tried. Other people's series, they've tried to destroy the world. But no, they're not going to destroy the world. They're trying to make the world free. Liberate it. But is this the best way to make peace? As the team starts saying we need more allies with the Mali Empire, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, the Arabian Union. Indonesia joins. And why is the colors different in some places? Because it went from a PNG to other stuff. Ethiopia, Somalia, and then the world finally relents and says, we need to work together. As the UN security votes for this. And how is that even possible? Fine, it doesn't. With the world all deciding to work together for the greater good of humanity. But there was a traitor all along. Romania wants to be on the other team. And Afghanistan's just like, well, there's nothing we can do. If they invade us, we're gone. Yep. And basically, this is probably the biggest empire Asia has seen. Well, maybe the Mongol Empire is still bigger. I don't even know. What do you think? Comment your ideas. And that's all for today's video, pretty much. I hope you enjoyed your day so far, and will enjoy your day after this. I hope this video has made your day better. I hope this was a good video. So please comment. Did you like this video? Yes or no? Did you think this video was a good storyline? Or do you think I need to work on my storyline skills? And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like and subscribe and comment. Why subscribe? We're at 253 subscribers. We grew 10 in the last 2 days. Now that's impressive. So keep up that work and we will get to 375 by May 1st. And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like and subscribe. That's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out!